Welcome everyone to our debut of the second trailer for Awakening Mind Films. My name is Bill Free, and I'm here with two of our editors for Awakening Mind Films, Dan Schmidt, who's the host of this page, and Leif Heimbold. He's our director and editor of the film Awakening Mind. And thank you all for being here as we share with you content of the real content of this film, actual footage from interviews that we've had with Lisa Natoli, Locke Kelly, and Rupert Spira. And we're on tour right now. We're on our second filming tour. We're on the west coast of California. Actually, we're in Oregon this morning, and we'll be interviewing Gangaji tomorrow for the film for this next series of interviews. I really hope that you're going to have a great experience watching this trailer with us. And before we watch the trailer, I just want to hear a few words from you, Dan, and from you, Leif, and then we'll share with you this 2.5 minute trailer so that you can see what the content of this filming is. And Dan, thank you for taking the time to be with us this morning.
Thanks, Bill. Yeah, I'm super excited. To me, this trailer, Leif did an amazing job bringing these people together as one voice. And I'm really feeling, as this film is taking shape, I'm really feeling how this one perennial teaching is starting to come through. It's really no one's teaching. It's this ancient truth or ancient wisdom that comes back over and over throughout history through those who awaken. And to me, there's this power that's starting to come through. I'm seeing it in this little mini trailer. When people get themselves out of the way and they allow this truth to start to come through, speaking as one voice. To me, this is what the film is about, and I'm starting to really feel it now with this trailer, and it's exciting. Feels like something new, and there's a power in it, and So your vision, Bill, is you hooked me right from the beginning, but I'm now, the energy has always been there for this, but now I'm starting to really feel it. I'm seeing how this magic is coming together. So yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah. Totally agree with you, Dan. I feel that energy too. And we're spending hours with these visionaries, and we're recording so much material, and being in their presence is just awesome. I'm learning so much. For me, it's hard to pick the right bites to put them on the timeline because we have so many. And we're here now. We're going to get 4 more this week, and so we're just cruising through this, and we're really excited. I think the trailer was just a way to make sure that our thought process is working. That we want these visionaries to tell this story, and they're doing it, and it's working, and it's really exciting to see how it's shaping together. And so right now we have 3 voices, but we're going to have 8 to 9, and soon. Hopefully by the end of this week and a couple of weeks after this, we'll have them all in there. So I'm really excited too. Glad to be here, guys.
Thank you. Yeah, you're doing, we had a conversation this morning with Leif and Eric, and Leif and I we were talking about, the elements of this film, and how, even though Leif thinks he's the one on the computer doing the editing, he's being done. He's totally being done. He's being directed and being guided by this consciousness that is being revealed by all of these teachings. And I'm going to go ahead and share with all of us while we're here together. I'm going to share this trailer video with all of you that are watching. It's 2.5 minutes. So if you have time, take advantage of this moment, and we're just going to enjoy this film together.
Awakening is the next natural stage of human development.
So awakening is simply to recognize the nature of our essential being.
It's not some weird, mystical, religious experience that's only available to the few. It's available to everyone.
What in the world just happened? That was like that. Did he do something? He said, no, he didn't do anything. He just showed me my true nature.
The recognition of our true nature, it doesn't lead to happiness, it is happiness. The nature of being is happiness itself.
I mean, I was someone who was so committed to knowing the self, knowing God, waking up. I couldn't get it.
When we're living from a small separate self, there's always some kind of perpetual dissatisfaction. Something's not right. Something's wrong. I'm missing something.
I started to realize the simplicity of our true nature, which is awareness.
What we essentially are is already fully awake, fully aware.
And it's totally unlimited.
Joy, happiness, well-being, compassionate heart that I had been longing for.
Complete, whole, fulfilled, at peace.
And it's so ordinary, we miss it. we think it can't be that simple.
Can you simply unhook?
The awareness that's hearing this voice, that's what we are.
I'm talking to your awake consciousness.
Consciousness is the ultimate reality of the universe. So this recognition of our true nature is not only the recognition that brings our desire for happiness in the world to an end. It is also the recognition that enables us to live in a way that is consistent with the understanding that at the deepest level, everything and everyone are one.
Nice. Oh, that was so cool. That was so cool. Leif, like I said, you're being done. And, for you all that are watching this, that was 2.5 minutes, 2 minutes and 48 seconds of the content of what has been collected, what's been interviewed. And we have, just from those 3 teachers, we have 5 hours, 5 hours of content. So you are in for a total joy ride. If you're on this path and you know what this is all about, I know you're just tasting of the perfume and the nourishment that awakening brings. You know that as those that have tasted of the fruit, the fruit has a resonant energy to it. And these teachers express from that place. And believe me when I say that as a film crew, oh my God, it has a transmission within the filming experience that is palpable. So I'm really looking forward to the next 4 days as we film Gangaji tomorrow and Donald Hoffman on Monday, Francis Lucille on Tuesday, and then we're going to come back here to Ashland and we're going to interview Neil Donald Walsh as our final interview. And we're just, I can't imagine what we're going to be like as we're flying back to JFK with these many hours of interviews. But we're putting it together. Leif is our lead editor. He and Dan have worked together on the editing, and amazing. Dan does the music and the editing and that cool looking fractal animation. That's Dan's purview. And together we're being inspired. We were brought together by consciousness to bring this to you all, and we hope that you enjoy it. Dan, Leif?
Yeah, thanks, Bill. Yeah, I want to agree. You know, I love what you said, like about us being done. You know, about you know, at the beginning when I start a film, it's like I think I'm creating a film, but then at a certain point I realize it's creating me. You know, and I'm being turned into a more effective delivery mechanism in some way, and I feel like we're all right in that right now. We're in that process, and so yeah, it'll be interesting to see what we are at the end of this process. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree, Bill. I feel like you said, the universe is making this film and we're just facilitating it. And at the end of this week, we're going to be flying so high, we're not even going to need an airplane to get back to New York. But this is, I just love it. I love being with you guys, love working with you guys. And this is such an awesome project. I'm so glad to be a part of it.
Thank you. So true. So true. And also Eric's not here with us, but Eric represents a part of the team that is standing back and saying, okay, like he's got his ankles in the water. You know, some people are on the beach, and I don't know if he would admit to this, but he definitely has his ankles in the water, and he still comes from that experience of a little bit of skepticism, needs to see and hear and know more. Well, I feel like this film is for you too. It's for you that, and I had this conversation with you, Dan, prior to going live, that this film is for the skeptic, it's for the atheist, it's for the one who's all in and just is getting nourishment for the soul. It's for all of you. And I liked what you said a few minutes ago about the skeptic, Dan, and I would invite you to share it with the audience right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel like at the center where we engage in meditation, self-inquiry. I actually love it when people show up and they're skeptical. You know, the worst scenario is when people just sort of blindly believe things, you know, but the skeptic, yes, they want, you know, if the skepticism is coupled with like a tenacity to really find out the truth, you know, if it's just skepticism, it's not really productive. But if it's skepticism that leads to investigation, you know, then I say be skeptical, you know, find out the truth for yourself, you know, engage in these practices, engage in self-inquiry, you know, really find out who you are beyond the mind. And if you do that, you know, then you'll find out for yourself. And in Buddhism, you know, the Buddha said, don't believe anything, you know, that comes from the scriptures and comes from books. Don't believe anything, even if I've told you. Find out for yourself. And it's only in your own direct investigation that the actual truth is revealed.
And I think that's true coming from my perspective too. I consider myself on the beach too, you know, maybe getting up to my knees. And this is the process for me. I'm learning a lot. I'm not awakened. I'm on the path. And so I'm able to view this objectively. I'm not there yet. So I'm just soaking it like a sponge, just sucking this all in. And it's just amazing just to hear what these incredible teachers have to say. So I'm also a part of this journey too.
Nice. Yeah, very well said. So this film is for you. It's for whoever you are, wherever you are, in your spiritual or just maybe curious state. So thank you for joining us. And if you have a friend that you think might be looking for this, some of these ideas, maybe share it with them wherever they are. And we're not trying to promote some kind of new religion or dogma or some spiritual guru. We really have had, you know, we've been smitten by the truth. The truth is that I've been a seeker for over 40 years. And I'm happy to say that there is the answer that we've all been seeking. Like, is there a God? Well, there's not a God in the old terms of what God is. And if you are someone who loves God with all your heart, mind and spirit, well, that's cool. This is for you too. We don't dismiss God. We just dismiss what we think God is, because God isn't the old paradigm of God. And I would say that consciousness is synonymous with what God is. And if you're interested in the things of God, if you're interested in the things that Jesus was pointing to, or the Buddha was talking about, or if you're just interested in well-being, if you're interested in your own inner peace and happiness, if that's what you're seeking and you want to have it in this lifetime, in this body mind, in this personal self-experience, this is available for you in the content of what these teachers and Awakening Mind is pointing to. And we welcome you to just come along the journey and be a part of the experience of what is this? What is awakening? Well, I think these teachers are going to answer that for you. At least we hope that this film will do that. And thank you all for joining with us today. If we have any final words from Dan or Leif, otherwise, and Eric, you're probably watching this. Thank you so much for being a part of this film crew. And we could not do this without you as well. And thank you, Dan and Leif.
Thank you.
Thank you, Bill.
Great to be a part
All
of
right.
it.
Thank you. Bye-bye, everyone.